know, Bitar talked about his BJJ, but we don't know if he's got striking. Maybe he does, and he was keeping that ace in the sleeve. We will see.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the next fight of the evening, brought to you by the United States Army National Guard. And this is an amateur catchweight contest scheduled for 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner, standing at 6 feet 1 inch tall, and weighing in at 163 pounds, from Boston, Massachusetts, by way of Beirut, Lebanon, he's representing Back to Basics, and tonight he makes his MMA debut. Make some noise for Ruben Bitar. And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding an amateur mixed martial arts record of 1 victory and no defeats. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in at 164 pounds. From Beverly, Massachusetts, he's representing F5 Fight Team. Let's hear it for Eamon Callahan. When the action begins, our referee in charge of this fight is Chris Burke.
Bitar in the black trunks, reddish hue trunks for Callahan. A contrast of builds and deeds. Let's see how they contrast stylistically as they meet in the middle for this catchweight fight.
Bitar's southpaw.
And he's landing rangy strikes, but a big bomb
Callahan
away.
right in. Puts Bitar on his back right into half guard.
Good job setting up that shot with the hands.
Oh, way to use the fence. Trying to retake full guard, get some of his weapons back. Bitar's doing a good job of controlling the posture of Callahan, making sure he can't rein, but that's very uncomfortable the way his head is right there against the fence.
He looks so strong, Bitar. Or Callahan, my bad.
He's huge. I can't believe how large he was in there. Just
You can see on Bitar's face that he is in there with a gorilla.
Yeah.
Oh,
armbar.
Oh,
That's him deep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, belly down.
He has to tap.
Oh,
he
wow.
tucked it out. He turned the thumb and just gritted it out, man. I saw his face. There wasn't even a grimace on it.
That was
bad.
straight, too. That was straight.
Oh, now right into crucifix, but Bitar using the fence. Oh, almost. Not quite. His head's trapped.
Good hips from Callahan, keeping that top position, looking for an Americana himself.
Wow. It's a little high.
Very high. You got to get the elbow down at the hip to finish it, but still a good dominant position. Oh, God.
He's still cranking on that
God.
shoulder. The angle's not right, but he's still cranking so much he might pop it out anyways.
Yeah, that's definitely poppable. It's probably more uncomfortable than anything. I don't think anything's really in jeopardy, but you never know, especially with a gorilla on you,
right.
Like Eamon Callahan. That's not how you finish that submission, but he might have the strength to just rip it out of the socket.
Bitar's fighting hard, though.
Bitar's long arms are maybe helping him here, actually.
Yeah, it's almost more like a wrist lock at this point. Control standard.
He's free.
Oh, now Bitar takes top position.
And good job.
Callahan tried for an armbar briefly.
Elbows out. The elbow's out. He's safe.
Wow.
Good patience from both of these guys in the firefight.
Back. Callahan right to his feet. Callahan almost knocked over a monitor here. Oh, head kick on the blade. Oh,
they're just trading.
Oh, Callahan ran into that right hand.
Bitar's just so long. Callahan having a bit of a trouble getting inside, but he's on top now.
15 seconds left.
What a round between these two savages. Both guys landing big shots, grinning them off and throwing them back in their own.
We had almost 2 arm breaks in this round.
Yeah.
Both had nasty sub attempts, so how do you score this?
The atmosphere
was not lying to us tonight. We've had some action-packed amateur bangers thus far. That 3 minutes was no different, man. You saw everything. They just hit each other with mirroring attacks, arm bars, kicks to the face, big bombs, takedowns, reversals, name it. They had it.
And both of them showed guts by not tapping in either of those submissions. Those were both nasty.
Miguel Savison, how bad are these mother effers for surviving those armbar attempts?
Bitar wasn't even sitting on the stool, so we'll see if yeah, he was standing. Unless I looked at him, I was looking at Callahan back and forth. At first, he was not. So
he looked a tad overwhelmed at the beginning of the round, but as it went on, he gained more and more confidence. Bitar.
Yeah, he's moving pretty good. Oh,
stiff right or
right to an anaconda.
Yep, there's that head and arm choke.
I mean, it's kind of a weird angle, but he's got the length, and that's a good bite on that anaconda. He might have that leg hook, too. He might be able to finish this from here.
The angle's a little funny.
There it is!
Wow!
Wow! Wow! He didn't even have to change the angle and fall on the hip or anything. I'm sitting there, I'm like, he might have to, like we were talking about, the strength to rip that Americana out that Eamon Callahan had. Ruben Bitar had the length to finish that anaconda choke in that awkward of a position. It wasn't a Darcy. He didn't have the forearm across the blade. But watch this replay. He sinks it in. He's got the knot under the shoulder, and he's squeezing with his bicep against the carotid on the other side. Skid, blood choke, anaconda, really squeezing like that snake would. And got the blood choke. Wonderful job.
Wow, from like a half guard position. It must be nice to have an 80-inch reach.
Right.
What's your reach?
75.
70, that's pretty good.
Quite.
I got like 68 if I'm on a good day. So I would love to build a Darce or an anaconda like that.
That was crazy. I don't know that I've ever seen that from that position. Not in an MMA fight. Man, both guys showed a ton of promise. I'm curious to see what their future weight classes will be. They're both young. They're both going to fill out more. Callahan saying he might have weighed 185. It's like, man, can you make lightweight? But
and they both weighed in just under the limit. So I was curious, the same thing. Are they going to go to 55? Do they bulk up and stay at 70? I'm curious. Very exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for these two. Referee Chris Burke has called a stop to this fight at 19 seconds of round number 2, giving you your winner by submission due to an anaconda choke, Ruben Bitar.
man, what a high-level fight and finish for a guy making his debut, and then Callahan only 1-0. Like we said, both guys show a ton of promise. Both very early 20s. Both, haven't even settled into a weight class. So tons of room to grow for both of them. But
big height advantage to Colin Houghton's 5'7". Ruben coming in at 158, Colin 157, and a huge 10-inch reach advantage for Ruben Bitar at 78 with Colin at 68. Contrasting builds. Let's take it to Andy K to break it down. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the next fight of the night. An amateur catchweight fight scheduled for 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. And this brought to you by Beatbox. Introducing to you first, standing in the red corner with an amateur mixed martial arts record of 1-0, He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, and he weighed in at 158 pounds. From Boston, Massachusetts, by way of Beirut, Lebanon, he's representing Back to Basics. Let's hear it for Ruben Bitar. And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner at 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighing in at 157 pounds, from Worcester, Massachusetts, he's representing Mohawk MMA, and tonight he makes his mixed martial arts debut. Let's hear it for Colin Houghton. When the action begins, our referee in charge of this fight is Kevin McDonald.
All right, let's go. Crowd is letting themselves be known for this one again. We got Houghton in the black and white shorts.
The crowd
and Ruben Bitar in the short black shorts, short gray shorts.
And the crowd has been primed and ready for this fight for a while. The action's been great thus far. A couple finishes right out the gate, and a big left hand from distance from Bitar early.
Immediately with double overs is Bitar.
And Houghton is someone who's definitely comfortable taking place in the wrestling range with his wrestling background, as I've been told. So look for this kind of style from Colin Houghton. He wants to be in this very range.
Bitar, grueling clinch match right now.
Ooh, big takedown on that Bitar.
Beautiful trip.
Big ground and pound out of Ruben here. I think Houghton's gonna have to try to use that cage wall, get his feet on the hips, and start climbing to get out of this tough position he's in here.
He's bleeding from his nose, I think.
It might be from the eye
It might
as
be
well.
an eyelid, it might be an eyelid too. And that's just a tough position, man. His neck's pressed up against the cage there.
Steps
Not
over.
fun.
Yeah, top pressure from Bitar, seemingly strong right here. Houghton staying flat with his head pinned up against the fence. He's got to start posting and try to get the wall walk going.
I love this position too for Bitar, man. Stay in half guard. You don't need to pass. You can lay down plenty of shots from half guard here and just chip away like he's doing. Those were hard shots.
That wasn't a chip away, that was a slam. Oh, man, here he is on that bite with the anaconda choke.
Oh, big knee to the solar plexus for Bitar.
Houghton lifts his way out of it, but Bitar back on the choke.
That's a deep down fight. He's trying to sink
He's chasing hips.
Good job flattening out from Houghton. That's a good way to create a little bit of space to breathe, but Bitar getting the angle again. Houghton's turning purple, and that eye is blue.
Oh, he's in a great
Short
spot to
time.
finish.
10 seconds left. Can he make it out of the
Oh,
round
and he hooked
here?
the leg. Houghton trying to tough it out. Short time to go, stacking him and surviving is Colin Houghton. But you see his face is 8 different shades of red right now from how tight that choke was. Bitar trying to recapture a very identical finish.
Man,
He's busted up.
Bitar just tried putting him through a blender, man. He hit him with some heavy shots there. Good ground and pound. Great takedown. That was a great dominant round out of Bitar. But, you know, you can hear in the corner of Houghton here, telling him to use the underhook and work his way up. But Bitar's just doing a really good job of eliminating that underhook, keeping his shoulders pressed to the mat, and right now his own ground and pound.
Don't blow out.
Yeah, I know. I've been working them. The little one. So here we go. Hey, with that underhook, you can't go down again. You don't go down again. That did that underhook. Seconds out. Seconds out.
His corner's telling him that he is not going down again. You are going to defend those takedowns. I think that's great corner, but you just got to execute now.
It's so long.
I can't even hear myself.
What a round between those two. Dr. Peter Warner talking to the referee, giving a little insight about what he saw in between rounds maybe. Stopping the fight, doctor calling it. Maybe that eye is a little too damaged for the continuance. It is an amateur fight, so if the cut is in an inopportune spot, they will take safety precautions over allowing the fight to continue. And it looks like it's a thin enough cut on a vulnerable enough spot on the eyelid. That's at least what I'm gandering from my perspective, from my seat right now. I will find out more intel, but a good finish from Ruben Bitar nonetheless.
Dominant.
Absolutely, man. And you know what? Hogan looks like you got a good head and his shoulders here. You know, he understands. It's an amateur fight. You know what I mean? I know the crowd probably wants to see another round out of that because that was a great, dominant round out of Bitar. But I mean, this is the amateur level, man. If you got a cut on the eye, why take a few more months out of your training, man? You know, it's just all experience here. And that was a great performance out of Ruben Bitar, man. Great jiu-jitsu, great wrestling, great economic and technical ground and pound. Great performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for these two. At the advice of our ringside physician, referee Kevin McDonald has called this fight in between rounds, giving you your winner by TKO, Ruben Bitar.
It's good. Massachusetts protects the fighters at all times.
Yep, absolutely.
Bitar gets the W, well-deserved, and he'll move up the ranks even further now.
Yeah, after seeing the cut on such a vulnerable spot on the eyelid and just the damage that was starting to accrue for an amateur fight, yeah, I can't disagree. The precautions got to be taken, so kudos on ringside physician Dr. Peter Warner communicating that with the referee. And Colin Houghton, I'm sure he's going to want to jump back in.
That commentating, he was cleaning up blood stains from John Duma and Brian Rossi. I'm like, what's the president doing in there cleaning it up? So nothing's beneath anybody here at Cage Science. We love the sport.
We gotta pay some kids.
Ruben Bitar, Eric Zane is up next.
How do you move on from the last two fights?
I don't know, but we just did it.
Here they come. Coming out of the red corner, Ruben Bitar, coming from back to basics with another in his corner, Cage Titans fighter, long-standing Jeff Perez. They started their own school, after he retired from competition. They've had a real good thing going, good competition team, real steady work there, good students. So I think Ruben's gonna show out. His last two fights have gone his way. He's fighting Eric Zane, a gamer from Dexter MMA, so we shall see, but I put my money that this is going to be another crazy fight.
No question.
It's in the air.
Ruben Bitar's already proven he's well-versed, well-rounded, uses his length while striking, and certainly in the submission game. So
it's in the air today. They put something in the water backstage.
Something is in the air today.
No.
Well, after the last two fights, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's hard to breathe.
I'm still catching my breath. I really am. That's one of 4 aneurysms I'm planning on having tonight.
An aneurysm?
Yeah.
Chill out, brother. I can't run this shit.
You'll be fine. Ruben Bitar, stellar young stud, extremely fun to watch, a promising young prospect, and motivated to keep his momentum going from his activity-filled year so far. I'm still catching my breath. Wow. Hey, people wanted to close the year out strong, so they're showing up in droves tonight for purified violence. As Eric Zane, the second of 3 Dexter Valley Tudo fighters to make their walk tonight, and we know it. Win, lose, or draw their game, as we saw earlier from Jared Sweet. On the wrong end of a decision, but still in it from every second, regardless. And you're going to expect the same from Eric Zane, who's already won in this cage. 1-1 as an amateur, and this could be one of those fights that transcends into a title formation at some point with this stacked division at 155 at the amateur ranks.
Eric Zane Dexter, again, another Dexter MMA guy. You know he's going to come out hard and strong, put the pace. Is his toenails also going to be black?
I will bet money that they probably will be, yeah.
We gotta get prop expectation. You know, let's get some prop bets on some of these things. You know what I mean? We got the over-unders. How many painted toenails are there? Will the whole team have them? These are the prop bets that people need. Okay? Work on that. I think we can do it. Make people some serious money.
Fight odds for the pro fights at Cage Titans are brought to you by BetMGM. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-327-5050 in the state of Massachusetts, or 1-800-GAMBLER across the rest of the United States. But yes, betting odds are available on BetMGM for the professional portion of the card. Again, 1-800-327-5050 in the state of Massachusetts for a gambling problem. So that's just a different flavor of excitement for the professional portion. And if we had a prop bet on the painted toenails, you would cash in on that for Eric Zane.
Yeah.
Who is
there it is. Because they're a unit.
Do you think they all go together? They all get petties together?
I don't know.
Or are they just painting them themselves?
It's been a signature since the first time I called a Dexter Valley Tudo fighter fight.
I love it.
Tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap.
All right, another lightweight bout. Both men just 21 and 24 years old. Ruben coming in 5 inches taller. Pardon me, am I right? Yeah, 5 inches taller than Eric Zane here. And he will have a whopping 10-inch reach advantage. This is sure to be a good one. Here's Andy with the introductions, but
Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight is brought to you by Beatbox, the original party punch. And now, for an amateur lightweight fight scheduled for 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, with an amateur mixed martial arts record of 2-0. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, and he weighed in at 156 pounds. From Boston, Massachusetts, by way of Beirut, Lebanon, he's representing Back to Basics. Let's hear it for Ruben Bitar. And now, introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, with an amateur mixed martial arts record of 1-1. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in at 155 pounds. From Groton, Connecticut, he's representing Team Dexter Valley Tudo. Let's hear it for Eric Zane. And the action begins. Our referee in charge of this fight is Chris Burke.
come from a
Southpaw
school that's
versus Orthodox fighter.
You got the trunks? White trunks for Zane?
White trunks.
I can't hear you when I'm walking, so I don't know.
White trunks for Zane and black trunks for Bitar. Ooh, big left.
Coming in hot.
Coming right in off the break.
Nice.
Zane doing the right thing, trying to close the distance right away. Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful body
Trying to
kick.
make it a boxing range. Well, if you can't hit the head, you go for the body. You got 3 targets, head, body, and legs. You can only defend 2 at the same time. If you can't reach the head, touch the body and go in. That seems to be the idea here, and he's coming out strong.
Going against the longer, lean Ruben Bitar. He's doing a good job with the footwork and the big punches.
Right back
Great
in.
corner change.
Good control. He knows what he wants to do, and he's doing it.
It's keeping him locked down. Got to use that cage. Turn his hips over.
Yeah, Bitar trying to walk off that cage, but Zane staying heavy and staying on that side control position here.
I'd like to see him throw some strikes to the body from on top here.
Open up just short shots, especially when you got somebody trying to hold on to you for dear life and trying to kind of collect themselves for a minute, because it seems like what Bitar's kind of do, trying to figure out, take a breath, figure out what he's doing.
Full side control here.
Yeah, and just pepper.
And it's,
just touch. You
Nice
don't
heavy
have to throw
strikes.
bombs, but you could make a transition once they start to make a mistake. Good work from Bitar there.
Way to work his way back up to the feet.
a nice push kick to the body to create enough space and a great technical
nice
get
left.
Utilizing that length that he has for sure.
Nice kick to the legs there. He's got to be careful backing up like this. That's what Eric wants right there.
Zane.
Perfect. That was a big shot.
Good left hook. Might have stumbled Bitar there from
Oh,
Zane.
Nice
beautiful
knee to the
knee to
body.
the
That one
body.
hurt. That one stung.
That hurt him. He backed up there.
Yeah, that right on the liver.
I'd like to see him throw that left body kick again.
Big weapon it should be for him. Yeah, there it is, right to the body as well. Just invest in the body, slow him down, especially if he's a big explosive guy. Make sure he plants his feet, right? He's not as bouncy. There we go. Then you can get that range for the outside shots.
If he feints that left body kick, he can also throw that left to the body. It's going to open him up.
Exactly. So
Yep.
once he's afraid of that kick, you can start to open up a ton of things with the feints with the hip. You can go for teeps, go for knees, or even just switch, just move. And once you get his
Absolutely.
feet level into it, right?
Oh, there it is again. We heard that one.
And he's doing exactly that. Just investing in the body, turning, trying to clinch him up when he gets close, especially against the cage.
Yep.
So it's a good strategy, especially because Zane is trying to pressure and use that to flurry. He's clinching up as soon as he gets too close.
And when Bitar was hitting him in the body, it was having Zane back up for sure. He was giving less pressure.
But he should stay at this range. That's not where he wants to be right now. He should go back to what he exactly explode forward and stay right here. Don't back up.
Well, he's changing his levels and throwing upwards with his punches against the taller guy, which is getting Bitar to back up. And when he gets that clinch, he's doing a good job of using his head as a fifth limb and controlling.
Nice.
So that's definitely the game plan.
Short
that
time.
makes sense for Eric Zane here.
Yep.
And Bitar fighting long. He's doing a big left Superman punch to punctuate the round. But Bitar doing a good job fighting
Yep.
long, getting back up and
Attacking the
puzzle,
body.
puzzle of a round against the experience.
Very competitive round. Zane came out very strong.
We're
Incredibly strong.
gonna take a listen into the corner of Eric Zane with Mike Dexter in there.
Circle left. Hey, you're not taking the advantage when you get your body, you get your hands on him, you can take him down with ease. Yeah, stop running away from it. You don't need to strike. Take him down. You're doing great on the feet. We're doing great on the feet.
Striking him, but you're standing in front of him. He's going to keep left kicking.
You don't want to get caught.
Circle left, right hand.
Yes.
Stand in front of him. Circle left, jab, jab, right hand. You got it. Hold that. One more.
Get your hands on him and take him down. You're winning this, all right? He doesn't like your power.
Great stuff from Billy Goff and Mike Dexter in there. They're, telling them to continue to mix up and stop backing up against the taller guy. Your success is when you're throwing your punches and bunches and getting in on the hips. So they pretty much echoing what we're saying about what Eric Zane is doing well. And Ruben Bitar, the longer, lankier kid, fight behind that jab, trying to stop Eric Zane from coming in, using your length. He's been doing a good job of piecing some good punches, but they're kind of looping short.
Yep.
Extend them. Keep Zane on the end of your punches, and that's it. But great sound advice for Eric Zane from the coach, Mike Dexter.
I would also suggest going to the body more. Don't chase his head. He's a taller guy. He can lean away from you. If you can't touch his head, touch his body, and then once he puts his hands down, you can come back over the top with those big hooks.
He's got to stop dipping with that head because you know that Bitar is going to throw those kicks.
And you just saw him do that, just
Right
like
there.
that. There it is, another one.
Oh, but the two coming in, that was good.
Yep.
Bitar's got to move his head when he's coming forward.
I
'Cause
agree.
That's where he's getting hit. Otherwise, very good staying long. Good straight punches, keeping him with his long-range weapons. Oh,
Those are hurting.
That body kick is money. He's
And they
got it
add
all
up.
day. Just on the end of that one.
Mix it up.
Zane's got to get lateral. He can't stand right in front of the taller guy because he's just going to get kicked like that.
Yep.
So move toward the lead side and try and spam your own body shots or close the distance at right here. Boom. This is where you need to be.
Yeah.
Don't let him back into the center of the cage.
Bitar's been doing a good job keeping him at kicking range, but Zane finally closing that gap.
Yep.
Took a little bit before he started timing the punches off the kicks to close that gap, but Bitar started to establish a good distance control with those kicks.
See, the looping shots aren't going to do it there. You're gonna have to set that up with something, maybe a body shot, a jab to the body, something. But if you just dip and try and overhand, he's too far away.
Bitar doing a good job also being pushed backwards and landing a lot of these strikes where he's not so much controlling the cage, but he's still landing way more strikes, even being pushed backwards.
Ooh, that was a good one.
With moments of throwing those kicks to keep Zane in the middle, not pressuring him too close.
Yeah.
Zane's finding a home for that too. It's you know, Bitar's landing, but he's hitting glancing blows. Bitar's hitting him with some heavy stuff.
Yep.
He's got to get back to the center. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Way to use the clinch, by the way. He's using the clinch to make sure that he's stuffing his opponent and then getting back to distance perfectly.
Bitar's starting to add some volume to these. He's starting to piece together 3-4 pieces in a combination, punctuating with some kicks and looking good. Now Zane trying to make it a dogfight. It's been
strong
a back and forth fight with a bunch of different adjustments being made from both
nice
guys.
right
That
hand,
two's
that
landed
landed.
home, I'm telling you. He's trying to level change. Take a jab, and then come over the top with that, and I bet you it lands.
Bitar looking a little more tired here with the output, maybe slowing him down.
Bleeding from the nose a little bit.
Yep.
It's a tough pace to get pushed back like that too.
Yeah.
People don't understand how exhausting
Constantly on
it
your
is
heels.
to have someone like coming at you and you're constantly just trying to keep away from them or keep them at your distance. It's tough. It's suffocating.
30 seconds, Ruben.
Say, but pardon me. This is a competitive round as well.
Great strike on the disengage. Beautiful hook.
He's got to go back to that body kick, keep him away from him, stop getting to a box.
Oh, now he's going up top.
I think
But the body would have been better, I think.
Bitar's landed like...
It's just higher percentage.
He's landed about 15 of the last 16 strikes he's thrown.
That level change. Shoot.
Yep.
He's got that level change down so bad, and Bitar's not biting on it. So just
Bitar looking visibly tired.
And he's holding his knee. He was just massaging his knee out a little bit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Now he's looking like he's going to tough it out, maybe just a little stinger or whatnot, but...
Adrenaline is a good drug.
Yes, it is. It's my favorite drug. Not one of my favorite, it is my favorite drug.
I think we can all relate to that.
Yes, I love adrenaline so much. But it courses through the veins, and they're both feeling it right now.
And you can run 1,000 miles an hour.
I'm not sleeping tonight because of the adrenaline of these fights.
I can just picture...
I haven't slept after an event in 8 years. The sun comes up before I hit the pillow because of adrenaline.
And he goes home and he just looks in the mirror and he just flexes his whole body. Just like Michael Phelps in the pool.
Pretty much, yeah. That's about it. That's the next 12 hours of my life right now, but it's okay. I love it. I love my life. I love this fight. Bitar doing a great job moving backwards and throwing, and he might be looping some punches, but when he's keeping them on the end of the punches, on the end of the kicks, that's where he's finding the most success. Tale of two rounds as far as I'm concerned. Miguel Severson, what do you see through 6 minutes?
Zane is doing a great job keeping him on his back foot. I noticed that's where he has most success. He takes him down and controls him really well. Bitar needs to keep his distance with his kicks. His hit with the body, it seems to be really hurting Zane. He gets a reaction every time.
All right, round 3.
Here we go.
Let's see what adjustments each corner's making. Can imagine that Zane's corner wants a little bit more of the same here. That level change, he's got to be careful sticking his head straight down. You know what I mean?
He's dipping.
Yeah.
Makes me nervous.
And while I appreciate what he's trying to do to come over the top. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
There it is.
Kick out that leg, kick out that leg. All right, he's very strong, very strong.
You can throw him like a small child.
Drag him down. Now he's hitting the body.
Yeah, Zane's just a densely built kid. He's eating a lot of these shots and walking through them very unfazed. And then we see him grab a hold of Bitar. He's clearly the more physical presence in there.
I mean, I believe Bitar is more of a...
Is he trying to work for a Kimura or?
I can't tell from this angle, to be honest. He's got the overhook. See, this is the problem. Once you get this overhook, ladies and gentlemen, you got to get moving.
You got to get on a hip.
You got to decide which way you're going and just go. Either way. Okay, there can't be like, I got to wait for a moment. You have 2 minutes. You know what I mean? That's 120 seconds. It looks like it's more time on the clock, but it's not.
He's got to bring those hips in, hips in, hips in.
Doing a good job securing the heel. He's going for the dummy sweep. Good pressure with the
there we
hips from
go.
Zane there.
Yeah, Zane
Way
was
to stay
savvy
on
to
top.
that, kept the hips down and readjusted his posture to not get swept. But a big triangle
And Bitar,
attempt maybe.
Bitar going for some subs. I wish I could talk today.
It happens. It's okay.
You know?
You got it there.
We got it at the end there. We took teamwork. Good pressure here from Zane on top. Just not letting him have any space to stand up.
Nice kick of the leg to set up a triangle attempt again.
Does he have the leg or is he under it?
Zane's got the arm in there to stop it, but I like the scrambles Bitar's trying to make and the attempts he's going for. He knows he's probably going to go for a finish at this point, being down on his back for the better part of this round, but I like the effort that he's putting forth in trying to go for the finish.
And Zane can start in half guard. Half guard's the best position on top. You can just chill on your heels and just start hitting him. You know what I mean? You really don't have to put this pressure forward. You can just sit back there, just posture up, start hitting him. Right, that knee shield don't matter.
I hear the corner keep calling him Norman. Is that another name that he has?
Maybe Norman Bates. Might be that. Maybe they have a weird. I did hear.
Who's calling who Norman?
Andy Cody's calling him Norman.
Ruben Bitar.
Did we get somebody's name wrong?
With a nickname that makes. I'm sure I'll get the answer of it. Oh, but they're throwing down now. Doesn't matter what their names are.
Here we go, less than 20 seconds.
I don't care about your name.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Nice overhand
That
right.
was a big one. We got 12 seconds. Good. Ooh, comes with a head kick. We're gonna finish strong. Ooh, big shot from Zane. Big shots from Zane to
Great
finish
right
here.
hands to finish this fight.
Ooh, good shots. That's how you finish a fight.
Nice
I love it. I love it.
That's how you finish a fight.
Great job punctuating the end of the round from Eric Zane. The head kicks at Bitar. We're starting to really show effect. Tale of 3 rounds. You saw so many little momentum shifts and adjustments made from both of these young fighters. Zane with the wrestling, Bitar with the kicks and the backward angles.
Yep.
The big overhands from Zane. The kicking game was so impressive from Bitar.
For sure. And
Well
throwing a lot of kicks like that is a lot of energy.
Yes, 100% right there. He had a great gas tank for that volume of kicks.
His level changing over the came over the top. So in the first round, he was throwing a lot of looping shots, that big overhand right. As the fight progressed, that level change and come back up with the 2, stopped being looping and became straight. And he's found a home for it.
Landed way more times when he threw it straight.
Yep.
And clearly, by the end of the fight, we saw that.
Over and over and over again.
Yep.
It was just whenever he wanted.
And then he mixed in the uppercut at the end too, which I think would have been a better move for him.
Probably as he dipped his head. It's a good call there. All right. Well, this one goes to all 3. I think we can see which way it goes. Zane with a great final 2 rounds, right, to bring it back. He started strong in the first as well, so just a great performance from both men. Take it to Andy for his hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for these two.
Both guys throwing in the pocket, both guys landing heavy.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. With scorecards of 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27, we have your winner by unanimous decision, Eric Zane.